Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. We are here at Silly Squirrel Snowballs, the homestead of today's homesteader, and try and get stuff done around here. So it's been a long, busy week. Last week was the tree, the signs being taken down, that top black sign. Let's see. Trying to do camera backwards hard. That black sign up there, got the Alicia's Grill sign down. This week I've been working on the inside, and now I'm finally out here working on the outside. I just looked at the time, realized I better get going, because if I don't, it's going to be dark on me again like yesterday, and then I've got to delay the video another day so I can show you guys what's going on and what I got accomplished. So here we go. So right now, I went ahead, I just got all the boards across, all the posts over there, and now I'm going through and I'm wire tying, doing the building of the braces. So I'm gonna get this brace. Well, thank you, Boomer, I appreciate it. You know, it is a bit hot, but luckily this millennial was able to eat a snowball earlier, so it cooled me down so I can put my shirt back on. But I went ahead, I started working on this, and then I looked at the time. So I'm going to get these built, and this one built tonight. Maybe drill the hole and get the gate up. I'm not 100% sure. And then I've changed my mind on fencing again. For those of you that have been following me for years and years, know I like to do the fence stance. So now, from this T-post here, I'm going to take all these T-posts right back out. Because I've decided I've got this nice flat area here. So from that post right next to the tree, I'm going to put another one there to come to the center for 4 foot. And then I'm going to take that all the way out here, and I'm going to sink 3 posts here so that way I can run the fence diagonal. Because the propane tank is up here, down here, I'm going to do a fire pit. So this fence that's just leaning right here, this is going to go back to where those 2 poles are, right there, and then it will go down to those poles. So that's going to open this up another 4 feet. I'm going to do 6 foot fence on the back side and 6 foot fence on the inside, and then I'm going to do chicken wire across this side because the dogs will be in there. So I'll have 2 layers of the 6 foot no climb horse fence, and then chicken wire so nobody can stick their hand through. And I'm going to do a fire pit right here, some chairs, and then I've got to trim some of these branches up. But this way, this is shaded all afternoon. I can sit here when people come up to order. And then about where this tree's at, going straight out here, that's going to be the horseshoe run. And then on the other side of the propane tank, from that side, going out that way, is going to be the cornhole. And then maybe do some tables and chairs. But this way, got a horseshoe pit in here. And then back over here is going to be the sitting area with the fire pit. I had that gate right there. That's going to go on this post here. That will go right over there. It's going to be on top of that concrete. So that's going to make it 6-7 foot tall. So that way, that gives me plenty of safety. Nobody climbing over, doing anything. And then I'll be able to access the door. I'll have a little lock on the gate. I went ahead, I moved all this concrete. This concrete pad is so low. This is dipped right here. Right there's the septic clean out. So if I go up here, you can see the circle where they dug it out. There's that area they clean out there, and then this circle area here. So I don't want to cover that up. So I'm going to go from the fat trap. I'm going to come over about 4 feet, which is plenty. You can see that's way over there if I bring my camera over. So that shows you about 6 feet. And then I went ahead, I cut this metal, that metal piece went all the way over, so you can see the second piece on there. So that went all the way over, blocked the area. I cut that. I'm gonna get some foam and put around the top, the top of the concrete underneath the wood as a compression. So that way you don't have any smell during the summer. I'm also going to swap that wood out for just a sheet of pressure treated plywood. I went ahead, I got the tables put up there. I cleared all this out, and then this is going to be all gravel. I'll gravel down along the path, and then eventually on top of all the gravel, I'll pour concrete all the way around at a later date. Then I also went ahead, put a brace in there, a brace in here, and then I double brace the two together, and I can actually hop up here with my feet dangling, and I don't have to worry about if somebody's leaning against it that it's gonna give out and they're gonna fall. I made my cups for those of you following Facebook. So I took concrete, screws, a piece of wood, and the cups. I put 5 screws up through the bottom, filled them with concrete so they don't move, and then wrote the sizes and what they are, so that's easy for people to order. And then the napkin thing I built today, I'll go around and I'll show you that. Got the yard mowed today, got all the concrete just stuck here. What I'm thinking about doing is doing round gabion style circles with T-post and rebar. Fill the gabion baskets with the chunks of concrete, and then stucco the outside, and then get some of this fence post, stick a rod down in the center of it, because I still have all my safari umbrellas from the petting zoo in Colorado. So if I have a fence post, of course it won't be as high as that. It's only going to be, you know, about that high. Put the umbrella in it, and then do the table, the gabion basket about 3 foot wide, so you have 1.5 foot all the way around, and then people can stand underneath those to get in the shade and be able to eat their snowball until I can get a pavilion built. I still have rest of this concrete to go ahead and jackhammer, get out of here, and then that's going to be it out here besides putting in the path. I went ahead, cleaned up all the blackberry bushes, the thornless blackberry bushes, cleaned all the dead stuff out, got them going. Of course, my lettuces have gone berserk. Haven't even had time to mess around with that. And yeah, so it's been a long week of doing all different things. And then I finally got the inside hammered down. I still have to plumb the sinks. I got to put another sink in, which I'm going to go show that. My beautiful rose bushes are just filled with roses. I trimmed those. I got to trim them again. So they're filled. They smell really good when you walk by. And then this whole hedge that has all the poison ivy in it is all honeysuckles as well. So you got the sweet smell of honeysuckles for those of you that have lived on the East Coast, wherever honeysuckles have been, because Colorado don't have them. It's too dry. And then here's the backyard. So I still got work on this one. I still need another post here. I got those 2 boards up. I'm going to try to build those today or tomorrow. I just got this one up right there. I'm going to build this one today or tomorrow, and then I'll have to put another board there. For those of you that didn't see the signs, I've got 3 of the snowball signs and 3 of the ice signs. They're 14 feet tall. So you can imagine the size of the door, and that's leaning. So if it stands up, it goes up there to the roof. So it's going to be nice big signs for everybody to see. And then, like I said, that fence is going to come all the way over here, go from these posts to those posts. So all that's going to come back, make a nice big sitting area right there. And then, like I said, from that tree coming out, going that way will be the horseshoe pit. So plenty of space everywhere to do everything. And then here inside, go through and show everybody this. I've got a couple things I haven't even put on Facebook yet. The napkin thing came in today, or no, came in another day. I built it today. I screwed everything together. It's heavy base. What I'm doing is I'm going to do the same thing they did back east, was you got the spoons and napkins in here. So that way you come down here, you grab whatever cup you need, get the snowball made in the cup, squirt whatever syrups you want in the cup, come over here, grab a spoon, grab a napkin, out the window to the customer. That way people aren't taking 50 million napkins, littering, knocking spoons. And then with the whole sickness thing that went around, I don't have to worry about sanitizing because I don't have a bunch of stuff outside for people to touch. So got all the extra spoons there, got the case of napkins, and then the 4 different size cups all the way through. So plenty of stock ready to go. These are all the flavors. Got whiskey sour, watermelon, tiger's blood, strawberry, spearmint. Skylight, the spearmint spilt some in the box, so the label came off. when I cleaned it. Got mango, ice cream, egg custard, cotton candy, cherry, blue raspberry, banana, chocolate, and the marshmallow. So got a good selection to start with. Got all the pumps washed, got all that set up. I took this bench. This was the 4-tier shelf that was over there on that wall. I turned it into a 2-tier bench. And then to keep the top completely clean, easy to wipe, I went and bought expensive plexiglass, because plexiglass is now like $60 to $80 a sheet. And that's over 12 feet long. So the plexiglass doesn't even go all the way to the end. I got about an inch there. And then that plumbing that was horrible over here with that sink, I also got the framing done around the window. So that looks decent now. Got everything repainted. But I went ahead, I finally just got all the sewer done. So goes there, S-trap. That goes into the other room, which is gonna get hooked up to my other sink. And then S-trap for those two on a T. And then it comes over here, goes into here. That's taped off right now. And then that's to the ice machine. And then that hand wash sink right there is gonna go here. I've gotta cut this hole, drop that sink in, then put the water spigot, and then the sewer will tap right in there. Of course, underneath there's the plumbing, so I'll just pop a hole right back into the plumbing and splice in with PEX. And then the water line, like I said, that clear one goes in there. Today, this came in, which is my expensive $80 or $70 ice scoop. So it's got a seal right down here. So when you pull it out, it's completely taken care of. You got your shield underneath and around, so that way your hand can't touch the ice or do any contamination. Goes back in there. This piece goes on the bottom. It's got a hole that I had to drill. It wasn't pre-drilled in case you didn't want it. I'm going to be getting a rubber hose just like this one, and that clear line will go from there and connect to the clear line for the ice maker and splice into the sewage, so that way there's no water dripping. It will go right through the water line into the sewer, and I don't have to worry. You can see the ice machine's not making any ice. That little flapper right there is closed that the ice is sitting against, which means it's completely filled. And beautiful, beautiful ice. So it doesn't run that often because it fills up and that's it. There's a water filter for the ice maker. I have a deep freezer that's supposed to be coming from Home Depot. They keep saying it's coming. It hasn't showed up. And then I also bought this little device, because with the ice machine, as soon as I have a freezer, I went ahead and ordered bags of ice. So these are 10-pound bags. And instead of the old-fashioned way of using these twist ties that you use to wrap a bag, what you do is you run a bag through, which, let's see if I can grab a bag real quick. I'll show you how it works. Which is kind of cool because it's got a cutter and everything already in it. Let's see if I can set this up in a way. There we go. So you're gonna twist your ice bag once it's filled. And you twist it real tight like that. Run it through. And just like that, it seals the bag with the cellophane tape. So that was only $19 for that machine. It's pretty heavy, and then a roll of tape. So that way I can seal my bags of ice, go straight from there with the ice scoop. It's all clean. It's all clean. Into the ice freezer, completely done. Now they do make a device to hold the bags, so I'm going to be getting that as well. I can't afford anything else right now. So I will get the device to hold the bag, so that way the bag doesn't get contaminated. And It has a tube that goes down in the bag, so you drop the ice in the funnel, goes right in the bag, holds the bag so the bag doesn't touch the floor, doesn't touch countertops. It suspends the bag, and then I can zip tie it up there with the cellophane tape, put it right in the freezer, and then people buy a bag of ice, goes right out the window. So I've got my AC unit in here. It's gonna be nice, and then that's my beautiful view. And then eventually, like I said, I'll have goats there. The horseshoe pit going right there. The cornhole pit on the other side, propane tank. And then from that yellow curb at the front of the dumpster to the corner of the concrete pad, gonna get rid of all that grass and have them bring in more gravel to make a big gravel parking lot. But this is the start of what's happening here at Silly Squirrel Snowballs. Got everything set up except the plumbing for the sink, so I have to run the lines for that and the line for this sink. We got our confirmation on the LLC, so our official name is Silly Squirrel Snowballs LLC. That got confirmed by the state. They accepted our payment. They accepted all the paperwork that I filed. I got the paperwork for the from the health department for my health permit. So I'll be calling them tomorrow, let them know that we're gonna try for June 6th, because that's when I filed with the state to go official, is June 6th, because they needed a date to put on the record. So I'm like, I need something easy to remember. So 6622, June 6th, 2022. Easy numbers to remember. So I'll call the health department tomorrow, let him know that I'm gonna open on the 6th and find out when he wants to come over here. And then of course I still got to get those sinks taken care of. And then once those sinks are done, I don't see why everything shouldn't go super easy. Thank you, Andres. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of hard work, so I'm glad it's looking good to everybody else, because to me, this whole mess right here, not having nothing done, not having fence done, it's driving me bonkers, because it feels like I get so much done, but yet it feels like I'm getting nothing done. And then these fence posts right here that are there, and where that no trespass sign is, I'm gonna stick umbrellas in these temporarily, so I do have some shade areas. And that's pretty much it. So I'm sorry I didn't make my video yesterday. Before I knew it, it was dark, and can't really show everybody anything until I've got daylight. So I hope everybody's had a great week. I hope everybody's enjoying the journey. Todd and Becky over here that have the stand. Yes, hard work for sure. Hey, happy camper, how you doing? But Todd and Becky over here, we went ahead and we've had snowballs for the last couple days. And so that's been real nice, especially in the heat. We've had some high humidity. Today wasn't too bad. It was mainly cloudy, but I know that heat's coming, and June 6th is around the corner, and it's going to be so fun to actually interact with the public in a way that I haven't done since I was a little kid, going to snowball stands, because everything's so happy and fun, and that's why I went with Silly Squirrel Snowballs. Squirrel because this is the old Squirrel trading post. Silly because that's how I am, and then Snowballs because that's what we're going to be selling. So did you ever sit on a blazing hot wood stove thinking it was cold stove? No, I have not, happy camper. That would hurt. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Seeing everybody enjoying snowballs. I know I enjoyed it back east growing up in the high humidity. When I spent the summers down at my grandmother's in Baltimore, Maryland, where I was born. After we moved to Delaware, my uncles would take me, my aunts would take me, and that was, you know, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, depending on how hot it was, and just enjoying the refreshing coolness during a hot, humid day. I will have some wood stove videos coming up because, let's see, where's that? That hole right there, I will be putting in a wood stove. So at some point this fall, I do not want to heat with propane. I want to heat with wood. So I will be putting a wood stove in. So I'm not sure what type wood stove I'm getting yet. but I've got to save up money for that. But I cut down a bunch of small trees on the homestead over on where the animals are, the 120 acres. So I'll be burning, and I'll probably start up my fireside chats again this winter. I know I have not done that for many years. Everybody enjoys sitting by the fire, just chatting about different topics. I plan to bring that back because wintertime I won't be open as a business, so it'd be a lot easier and more relaxed. Nope, never got beat in school either with a huge paddle. That was all way before my time when they stopped that. So, but with that, I hope everybody has a great week. I hope everybody's enjoying the journey, and I look forward to everybody that comes to visit to get a snowball, sit here, throw some horseshoes, play some cornhole, and enjoy the day. So enjoy, guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next video.